You ever wonder why the Bible sometimes seems like it's just one long list of rules? Well, today we're going to look at Psalm 1 and see how that's not the case. Look at the first line. It says, "Blessed is the man who does not walk in the counsel of the wicked." In other words, blessed are those who don't follow the advice of people who are opposed to God and who doesn't want to be blessed. So the psalmist goes on to say, he does not stand in the path of sinners or sit in the seat of the scornful. In other words, he doesn't hang out with people who don't know God. He doesn't sit around and mock people for their faith. And then the psalmist says something that I think we all need to hear, but his delight is in the law of the Lord, and on his law he meditates day and night. In other words, if you want to be blessed, you need to get the Word of God in your heart so much that you can meditate on it day and night. You want that to be your delight. And the psalm says that those who do will be like a tree planted by the rivers of water that brings forth its fruits in season, whose leaves also shall not wither, and he shall delight in the ways of the Lord.
This story is about a priest, a Christian Orthodox priest, Russian Christian Orthodox priest. And it's a true story. When they were being persecuted by the Communist Party, they were thrown into prison. And one day, this person who had a rank in the army or in that Communist Party came and lined them all up and started saying to them, "Let me see who is God now. You guys are Christians. You believe that Jesus Christ is God to you. Well, okay, ask Jesus Christ, who is your God. Ask him to give you bread," because they were all starving and they were all being persecuted in that prison. He said, "Ask your God to give you bread. You're hungry. Look what he's doing to you. Is he going to give you bread? Come on, pray." So he forced them to pray and ask.
Have you ever wondered what secrets did the Ark of the Covenant hold? The Bible speaks of a sacred chest housing the tablets of the Ten Commandments. But what if it contained more? Ancient wisdom, forgotten relics, divine mysteries beyond our comprehension. Some believe the Ark held powers we can scarcely imagine, a direct link to the divine, not just a vessel for holy objects, but a bridge between heaven and earth. The Ark wasn't merely about preserving the past. It was a symbol of God's presence among his people, a promise of guidance and protection. Every journey the Ark took was a testament to faith, a reminder of the covenant between God and humanity. The story of the Ark isn't just about a sacred object. It's about reverence, divine connection, and the enduring power of faith to shape our world. Even lost to time, the Ark's legacy continues to inspire and wonder.
In a world filled with noise and distraction, God's voice calls out to us through the timeless words of Psalm 24. The earth and everything in it belongs to the Lord, yet he seeks those with clean hands and pure hearts. Who can ascend the hill of the Lord? Who can stand in his holy place? It's not about perfection, but about intention. It's about lifting our souls to him, not to false idols. The psalmist paints a picture of gates lifting their heads, of ancient doors opening wide to welcome the King of glory. Who is this King of glory? The Lord, strong and mighty in battle. As we reflect on these words, we're reminded that our lives are not our own. We're stewards of God's creation, called to walk in his ways. So when we wonder how to live in this world, the answer is simple. Seek his face, open the doors of your heart, and let the King of glory enter in.
Praise us light, shine to the better light.
Nothing happened. So you see, I'm going to show you and prove to you who is the real God. Ask me now for bread, I'll give it to you straight away. So which one is God? Your Christ or me? And then he's starting saying some inappropriate things against the Lord.
Jesus Christ, our rock and
His wife happens to be standing next to him. His wife happens to be standing next to him.
Fresh and sweet to his
She gives him